So my input will be around transforming libraries, to see how libraries, a smart school in Vietnam, can transform to be the future libraries, or the libraries of today. I see that there are a lot of opportunities for the libraries in Vietnam, especially in the schools, to be modernized. So what I'm saying modernized is because now in the new modern digital era, libraries are facing a lot of challenges on how they can stay relevant and to continue to be well utilized. So when we speak to libraries, Bibliotheca is a company who has been in this industry for more than 49 years. So we speak a lot to librarians and we try to understand them better and identify the challenges and pains that they are having. And what we want to do is to try and find innovative ways so that we can help them and they can continue to stay relevant, right? So what I would say is that, in the past, in the older days, libraries are traditionally seen as just a book warehouse. So the traditional perception now needs to change, right? So libraries now need to be a place where people go to develop and create skills, ideas, and knowledge. So these are the things, that libraries today need to look at, there are a lot of things that the libraries can do, especially in this digital age right now. Libraries can start to transform using the digital space, like from the mobile websites to mobile applications. So actually what I'm talking about right now aligns very well with our moderators earlier. You talk about cloud library, you talk about smartphones, smart devices, smart learning. So Bibliotheca provide digital solutions. So we provide apps, phone apps. So students now can have the fun, engaging way to read books. They can get access to ebooks, audiobooks, and get all access to this book from their device. Everybody has a smartphone right now, so things are now made easier. But that's just talking about the apps or digital content. But what about the role of the librarian itself? So just now we spoke about traditional library. So what librarians now should take up the role, not to just sit at the circulation counter to process circulation, like check-out book and check-in book. I believe the librarians have many more meaningful tasks to do, more valuable tasks to do, like maybe helping the students to find books that they need, or to recommend the next books or the new ones to help them with their studies. Or in fact, maybe the librarians need to help students on how to use computer, how to use internet. There's so much things that the librarians can help the community or the students, but not sitting at the back office trying to sort books or circulate books, So those are the things that are very traditional, but that perception needs to change. Libraries needs to change that image and make the libraries today more relevant, to the people who are using the library, like the students, right? So with that, then they can be seen as essential more than ever. They can feel important, so they want people to come to the library and expect unimaginable technologies. Right? So those are what students today, or kids today, millennials today, are expecting with technology solutions. So with Bibliotheca, we have complete solutions that can help library to transform, starting from increasing the awareness, because library need to promote when they have services. I've tried proposing to a library to sell digital books, and then they said they bought the books but nobody wants to read it. It's because they may not have enough resources to effectively market their products or their services. So what we can do is to help them market this, to engage the students to the library. So we have many ways to do that. And of course, we also help libraries to improve the user experience. So what I mean about user experience is that students they want to have the best, easiest way, fastest way to check out a book. Sometimes they need privacy. They can go for self-service checkout system. So library staff does not need to be there at the circulation counter anymore, but they can be doing a lot of other things. And of course, expanding reach. So libraries just need not just be at the physical library. They can be outside. There are students want to enjoy reading everywhere, right? Even by the beach, at the park, do story time at the park, right? So these are the things, that libraries can consider, to expand their reach and also to extend the service hours, outside the standard library operating hours. So we have solutions for that. And protecting the investment. So, books that the libraries purchase, materials, CDs, DVDs, and all that, they also need to be protected, right? So Bibliotheca provide the solution so that libraries, can we ensure that your materials can stay safe and protected. And with all these solutions, of course, then libraries can prove the actual value of their services to the people of influence to continue funding, because how to invest in these technologies without fund, right? If they implement these solutions, and then they can prove the benefits, and then they can continue to keep to get the investors, the stakeholders, trust to keep funding the library. So that's my input.